The rusty Ford Bronco, affectionately nicknamed the Troutmobile, rumbled to life. Inside, three friends, Mark, Jeff, and Dave, were packed in tighter than sardines with fishing gear. The air crackled with anticipation. It was finally here, the opening day of trout season in Pennsylvania. Every year, these friends made a pilgrimage to their favorite fishing spot, a hidden gem nestled deep in the woods. "Did you remember the extra fishing line, Jeff?" Mark asked, his voice tinged with excitement. Jeff, the self-proclaimed master packer, grinned. "Of course I did," Jeff replied, patting his overflowing duffel bag. "We're talking about the best fishermen in the state here. I'm always prepared." Dave, the quiet one of the group, chuckled softly from the back seat. He knew better than to question Jeff's packing skills, especially when it came to fishing. As they pulled out of the driveway, the rising sun cast a warm glow over the Troutmobile, signaling the start of an epic adventure. They had been planning this trip for months, the anticipation building with each passing day. The thought of crisp mountain air, the sound of rushing water, and the thrill of a tug on the line filled their dreams. This year, they were determined to make it the best fishing trip yet. Hours melted away as the miles ticked by. The Troutmobile hummed along winding country roads, carrying the friends deeper into the heart of Pennsylvania. They shared stories, jokes, and the occasional friendly argument about the best fishing techniques. The anticipation was reaching fever pitch. "Remember that time Mark fell into the river trying to land that monster trout?" Dave chimed in, a mischievous glint in his eye. Mark laughed, shaking his head. "Hey, it was slippery, and that fish was huge. Besides, I still say it was a record breaker." As they drove, the scenery transformed from rolling farmland to dense, verdant forests. Towering trees created a canopy overhead, dappling the road with sunlight. The air grew cooler, infused with the scent of pine needles and damp earth. They were getting close. They finally reached their destination, a secluded clearing nestled beside a rushing stream. The crystal-clear water sparkled invitingly in the afternoon sun. The friends wasted no time unloading the Troutmobile, their movements fueled by a mixture of excitement and practiced efficiency. "All right, let's get this camp set up," Mark exclaimed, grabbing his backpack. The familiar routine of pitching tents, unfurling sleeping bags, and gathering firewood brought a comfortable rhythm to their actions. Soon their campsite was a testament to their camaraderie, a temporary haven in the wilderness. As dusk settled over the campsite, casting long shadows from the towering trees, the friends gathered by the crackling campfire. The air was filled with the tantalizing aroma of grilled hot dogs and the comforting warmth of shared stories. "Remember that time Jeff swore he saw Bigfoot by the river?" Dave chuckled, taking a sip of his beer. Jeff, his face illuminated by the flickering flames, raised an eyebrow. "Hey, I'm telling you, that thing was huge and hairy. It was Bigfoot, I'm telling you." They shared laughs and memories, their voices blending with the sounds of the forest. The weight of everyday life seemed to melt away, replaced by the simple camaraderie of good friends in the great outdoors. Section 5. Trout on the line, smiles all around. The morning mist hung heavy over the river, creating an ethereal atmosphere as the friends cast their lines into the water. The silence was broken only by the gentle rush of the current, and the occasional excited shout as a fish was hooked. "Got one?" Mark yelled, his fishing rod bent double as he expertly reeled in a plump rainbow trout. It was the first catch of the day, and it set the tone for what would be an unforgettable fishing trip. One by one, the friends pulled in trout after trout, their faces beaming with a mixture of triumph and awe. Each catch was a small victory, a testament to their skill and patience. Section 6. Tales around the campfire. As the sun began its descent, casting long shadows across the campsite, the friends gathered once more around the crackling fire. The air was thick with the smell of wood smoke and the savory aroma of freshly caught trout sizzling on the grill. "You know," Jeff began, leaning back against a log, "I don't think I've ever seen so many fish in this river before. It's like they were just waiting for us," Dave added, a contented smile on his face. They recounted the day's adventures, embellishing their tales with each retelling. The size of the fish grew with every story, and the near misses became legendary battles of wit and skill. Section 7. The one that got away, or did it. "And then," Mark continued, his voice rising in excitement, "I hooked into this monster. I'm talking about a trout the size of a small child. It fought me tooth and nail, pulling my line this way and that. Let me guess, Dave interrupted, a playful smirk on his face. It got away? Mark paused, a mischievous glint in his eye. Well, let's just say that particular fish is still out there, swimming free. But it knows who I am now. It knows not to mess with Mark the Fish Whisperer. Their laughter echoed through the trees, a testament to the enduring power of friendship and shared adventure. Section 8. Packing up, memories made. The next morning dawned bright and clear, the air crisp with the promise of a new day. With a mixture of reluctance and satisfaction, the friends began to dismantle their campsite, packing away their gear and memories. Well, boys, Jeff said, surveying their handiwork. Another successful trip for the books. Best one yet, Dave agreed, a hint of wistfulness in his voice. As they piled into the Troutmobile, the familiar creaks and groans of the old vehicle were like the comforting sighs of an old friend. They were leaving the tranquility of the wilderness behind, but they knew they were taking something far more valuable with them. The shared experience, the laughter, and the memories that would last a lifetime. Section 9. Until next year. As the Troutmobile rumbled down the road, leaving the forest behind, the friends fell into a comfortable silence. Each man was lost in his own thoughts, replaying the highlights of the trip, the thrill of the catch, the camaraderie around the campfire, the simple joy of being surrounded by nature and good friends. Next year, Mark said, breaking the silence. We're going for a whole week. You're on, Jeff replied, a wide grin spreading across his face. Dave, from the back seat, simply nodded his agreement, because some things like the bond of friendship and the call of the open water were simply too good to resist. Thanks for joining us on this epic trout fishing adventures. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to J Berg Reacts on YouTube for more amazing content.